So, round two of this ship, the first one, internet definitely said no. So I'm hardwired now into my modem, so everything should be working a lot better. But this is going to be a tour of the Dalnim. I recently posted it, and it's Nova's command ship. It's supposed to be like kind of small, but still large enough to, feel like a commanding ship in the field. But it was also tied into like a story that'll come soon, but I kind of figured giving Noah something similar to this. But it is an M class. It is rather large. I believe it is 92, so that is 194. Yeah, it should be about like 194 meters long. But yeah, pretty fun ship. Trying to get everything inside to work, and everything does. Everything's fully functional, the interior. But let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. The bay actually connects to the very bottom of the ship, where I think like canonically the ship would probably be boarded somewhere like up at the top, I would imagine, because I would imagine the ship would be going down on the ground too much. But I'm using the X-Wing bay, and you can tell because there you go. It's hidden behind a little Trinity piece there, but yeah, you can get your ship to kind of hover above the surface, so it looks really cool, especially for these kinds of ships. But you could use them for a lot smaller ships for things like vertical builds and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and start. So we enter through a TIG cab, which is like a 2x2, but it allows like a wide array of like places to actually connect, not only doors, but like the like these right here, because you can actually put it right there, and right there, which is pretty nice because you can basically turn this room into a 2-to-1 converter, which is nice. And this is just this little room, nothing fancy. I have to fill that up. We are met with the first elevator to get around. This is a Matildas. I picked Matildas just because it has a front and back. The Stroud does have, you could technically move it to the side, but I don't like the way it looks. I prefer one that's just like in the middle. This works a little bit better. But the very, very bottom of the ship does have this observatory down here, but it's basically just like a little bar for everyone. They could kind of just come down, have a nice little view. Look at that. You can see the whole ship there. Pretty nice, something for the crew. But if we go a little bit higher, levels 2 and 3 are empty. It's just to get to the very top, but level 2 does have this, which is kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, going up to the 4th floor because there's nothing on the 3rd. Now the 4th floor has access to 2 areas. The front of this ship is a Deimos engineering bay A, and you could just see down into the floor down there, which is kind of nice. And the observatory deck should be like right there somewhere. But anyway, heading this way is like actually to the way to the ship. This is a Stroud Premium companionway. It's a 2x1. Both sides just lead to Stroud stairs, which just go up 1 level, and they both lead to the same elevator. Now this one's the Stroud elevator, and as you can see, it's like facing like the back wall. So there's 2 sides you can enter from, but not through the back. So that's why I used the Matildas on the bottom one. But if you are coming through the stairs and you come up here to this whole floor, you do have access to a Tiger Armory. I believe this one's the Frontier. It's like a 3x3x2 because it's 2 floors tall and it's a 3x3x3. So it's pretty nice. You have a little medical office here. I think you can hire, I think her name is Venus. She's in the lodge, like in the basement. But you could hire her and just put her on the ship. You should be in there, I think. You do have a little workshop, which is pretty nice, which you come through here. There's a workshop there. You got your little medical bay there. up ahead, there's just like more, I guess like filler habs. Over here is just a cargo 3x3 from Hope Tech. Just a nice little cargo bay. Nothing special. But I figure it would make sense to kind of have it near this, this kind of hab where people are probably gonna have to, you know, grab everything that they need. But the second floor has all of this. It has a navigation console. It has all your kiosks and bounty ports and stuff like that, mission ports. It has some sleeping area. It's like a pretty good like all-in-one. So using this one's honestly like pretty nice. This is just another floor to the elevator. That's all it is. Let me bring it up. Yeah, you just have a, you know, living area, living quarters, stuff like that. In the front of it, there is a computer core. Kind of figured just because, you know, you kind of have to still have crew doing stuff. I don't know. You know, just filler habs is all they are. Over here, I believe is a computer core. No, battle stations. Yeah, the battle stations on this floor that has everything here. I kind of figured, you know, since this is like the command center, it'll be pretty close to the main hub, which I would figure would be this area. But yeah, just a battle station here. Over here is a cargo hall from Owltech. A really useful little thing here. You can see at the front. Really nice. But yeah, it just has like cargo. I think it has like a workshop or no? Okay, not this one. But there's one that does come with like a little workshop and everything. And the other one has like little airlock. Which is pretty cool. You should really download Owltech. A lot of their stuff is like really, really cool stuff. And then I think on the other side... No, this is just a Tiger Armory. This is a 3x1 engineering bay, except it's flipped off to its side. As you can see, like, normally this is like the 2x2, but then if you go forward, it's flipped horizontally instead of being vertically, like fore to aft. It's this one's port to starboard. It's pretty nice. We're missing a room. Oh no. And this one's just the same thing as the other side. It's just mirrored. It's a cargo bay with a airlock. Same thing. Airlock back there, and then the little window out in the front over there. What else? I think that's it for this floor, so let's go ahead and get on to the next floor. Floor 3. So floor 3 I think has the cargo bay, if I'm not mistaken, from Owltech. Oh, no, wait. Okay, we have two main engineering habs here from Owltech as well. As you can see, look at this. Owltech makes the best habs, so yeah. Anyway, over here there is just the same thing. Really nice hab. This is just a HopeTech 3x1. Over here is a hydroponics lab. You know, figure they gotta keep these plants inside the ship's air scrubbers. This way, the hab does not seem to be responding properly. Damn. Okay, well, over there is just a botany hab, but for some reason it's not actually connecting, and I don't know why. Okay, this one is the this one is the living space from Owltech. This one is the Nautilus, if I'm not mistaken. Just look up Owltech Nautilus, and it comes with like this custom hab, along with another one. The UC something, but Owltech makes two of them. There's one that's the Nautilus. It looks like I think it has a cabin, and then the UC one's just like a UC ship. But they have really good habs that come with those, and they're custom. But this is the main crew quarters. So over here is the captain's quarters. Nice little bed. Apparently it was probably for the first because they have like the flag here, but I don't know. I forgot to read the lore as to Altec's creation of this particular ship, or PAB module, I guess. Has an armory, little mess hall, little area for, you know, personal talk, maybe discuss mission details, whatever. Over here is the crew quarters. It's a little bit more, a little bit more cramped, not gonna lie, but it's just for crew. They can all sleep here, and maybe they could draw straws, and somebody gets the big bed, you know. Then just a bathroom. See, really nice hab. So honestly, just download anything from Altec. All their habs are cool. I think that's it for this floor. Okay, so the next floor should be, I think the next two floors are just filler floors. But over here are astrometric rooms. These are also from Altec. Really cool looking habs. I like these, but I just put these like in the back. That'd be kind of neat. But heading over this way is one of the maintenance corridors, also from Altec. Everything from them is just awesome. I don't know what putting in the power cells does, to be honest, but you could put some in, and quite frankly I don't know where to find them, but I'll deal with that later. But it's just a maintenance corridor. This is a Hope Tech 2x3 cargo hall. Over here another maintenance corridor. And then this one is, I think this is actually to the, because this is the Altec UC docking hab, so really useful looking. One is like a little 1x1, but this one leads into, yeah, the cargo bay. This is the other variant from the Altec Nautilus series. This one's like a little cargo bay thing, but you have a cargo bay down here, another cargo bay over here. You have an operations center over here, which is like kind of small, just something to kind of still keep track of what's going on around the ship. Little rec room, give them access to exercise, whatever. Over here is research lab. Pretty cool looking little hab here. And then over here is a brig. Yeah. So another really cool hab from Altec. Look into them. But heading back over here, yeah, that's like a lot of like the filler habs. And then the last floor, the 5th floor, is the floor to get to the cockpit. But you just go down this little pathway, again from Altec. Really cool. This is just a Tiger Shipyard splitter. It's underneath the, what's it called? It's underneath the top of the ship. But unfortunately there's no other really good splitters that look good, so I just use this one. I was thinking about switching it to the Shroud Premium one though. Anyway, computer core, just more filler habs. Thought it would look cool up here. Another little splitter here. And then 2 sections of engineering bays. I don't think there's anything up here. Yeah, no, I don't think so. But anyway, this is to the Stroud Vaca cabin. This is from the Solitude. I think it's called Mattel's Solitude cockpits or something like that. But they added a bunch of cabins that are really, really useful. There's like a lot of cabins that have like for solo adventures, so you can have just like the cockpit and then just like a docking, or no, like a bay. So you can make like little microships with them and stuff like that. But they also have like back entrance shroud designs, like the top mounted ones, like the Kontiki, the Overseer and stuff like that. They added a little backdoor thing there too. But yeah, this is the ship. There was a section that does not seem to be Uh, there's a section I think I missed. Cause there is the... Yeah, there's a bottom floor that I didn't even actually look at. Huh. Well, there's like another extra layer underneath that little section of like Hope Tech caps there. But that's about it. Nothing else. Let's go ahead and just put this up into space really quick. M-Class looks funny when they take off. The fuck? Ah, man. It's Stark. Hold on. Let me get around the planet. Where is it? Oops. I may have traveled a little too far. But this is a ship. It was pretty fun making this thing. The entire ship goes from all the way down there, the observatory, or like the little bar area. But from there, that's where the little 2x2 hab is. Then you go into the elevator. The elevator takes you up to right there. That's where you can go across into the Deimos engineering bay, which is right there. And then it heads over to this section, which is the stairs. And then there is a Stroud elevator down there is what's going on. And then that's one of the little astro, I think it's like astropathic room or something like that. I forget what they actually called it, but it's in there. The top part of the ship is the Stroud cabin right here. But that is the little long passageway that leads all the way through that. There's the little 2x2 computer core in there. Then it goes back into the splitter, into the singles this way, and then it goes down into the rest of the ship. But yeah, that's the Dalnim. I was actually pretty proud of this one because I usually don't put habs inside of M class, because the more habs you add to an M class, the more items it's like loading. So not only is it trying to load this entire monstrosity of a build with all the parts that it has, it's also trying to take into account all the individual pieces that's going to put in every one of those habs as well. So if you do an M class, I usually don't recommend adding like a crap ton of habs. Also because it's like redundant, but honestly it'll just save you your Xbox and PC from crashing. Yeah, so that's the ship. It's a Nova ship. Pretty nice little thing.